All right, I'm back. Now, oh yes, I forgot to mention that earlier in the review that the Bio Robo has a weapon called the Azuba Mesa, which is a sword that the Bio Robo uses. Anyway, well, episodes after the thing with Shuichi, well, the Bio Man meet up with a man named Shoda. Now, what happened was, well, they went to these mountains and well, showed that he started to attack them because well, he thought that they were responsible, for the damage that was being done to the mountains. And then well, I think came the forces of Gia and well, the Bioman Henshin, and well, Shota was amazed by what he saw, but he was mostly in impressed by June. And then, well, once Kia retreated, well, the bioman, well, when they met up with Shoto again, and well, I think Shoto apologized for accusing them of being the one responsible for what's going on. And Shoto said he wants to join. And oh no, before that, he invited the let's see. Oh yes, invited the bioman, and he was especially extra nice to June. And what showed that he talked about how he was raised in the mountains, and well, his goal is to protect the wildlife there. And well, he also said he wants to join. Oh, another thing that happened, I don't know if it was before or after the dinner or lunch, but well, when well, he it's something that had to do with June, and June, I guess she flipped him, which made Shota love June even more. Yeah, because well, he ended up having a crush on June. But anyway, the biomen were wondering if Shota, um, they have the bioparticles, and then well, later in the episode, well, Shota met up with a biorobo, and people used the biorobo to see if Shota does have any bioparticles, and nothing, which means that Shota isn't a descendant of the original five. Anyway, but despite that, he still insists on fighting and call himself the sixth bioman. And let's see, I don't know the same episode or the next one, but well, Shoda met another woman who was a tough fighter, and then well, he was impressed by her, and this other woman came and well commented about Shoda liking strong women, and well, she offered Shoda a chance, to be a powerful warrior, and then became of course, it was the all trap to turn Shoda into a weapon against the Bioman. And let's see, the Magna Warrior or something like that he became, and he was oh yes, mind controlled as well, and he started to fight the Bioman, and his new powers. But in the episode, June got through to Shoda, and eventually he was freed from Gio's control. And of course, the Bioman, defeated the enemy like they always do, and then showed that oh yeah, later in the episode, Shoda was wearing a white tuxedo, um, and he posted a sign in his house that says Shoda and June's home. And he said that he plans on marrying June, and well, this kind of freaked June out, and she ran away. And the bioman they went to her, and well, June was seen smiling, probably because she was kind of flattered as well. And well, Shoda wasn't seen in the series after that. Some episodes later, there was well, for one thing, Dr. Man created a new Gingans called Neo Mega Gingans to fight the Bioman. And then see, oh yes, well, the Bioman they decided to well, once again they fought the Noidos, and then oh yes, for the next three episodes, each of the big three would well be given upgrades or modifications. Mason was first, and then the episode after that it was Farah, and then Monster was last. You know, in the episode after that one. And see, yeah. And then sometime after that, a new enemy arrived called Biohonda Shiba. And well, what happened was that well, he and a giant robot called the oh Perigon, they were and in search of any bioparticles. And you know, once detected some on Earth, they arrived. However, it resulted in both Shirba and Perigon being separated, and Shirba was on the search for his robot, and was able to destroy bioparticles along the way. And you know, and also you know, after oh yes, Shirba arrived. Oh yes, well, more information was revealed about the destruction of the planet Bio. And what happened was that, well, you see, when scientists discovered the bioparticles, well, they thought it could be, it would use to lead the civilization into a new era of peace and prosperity. However, there were those who did not agree and wanted to put a stop to it. And then eventually came a civil war on the planet Bio, and you know, because of the overuse of the bioparticles and anti-bioparticles, it resulted in bio the planet Bio being destroyed. When of course people along with the bio robo and other things uh, escape just in time. Oh, I forgot on the information another episode where well, the bioman once again met up with Shuichi, and he was spending time with this girl named Miki. And then it was revealed that she was really a mega ningen, but what made her different from all the other mega ninjas is that she was endowed, well, she was made with a conscience circuit, giving her free will and would not be able to be controlled by Dr. Man. However, she still has some connections, and eventually, to save everybody, she had to, well, she sacrificed herself in order to save everybody. Okay, now, back to the story arc with Chiraba. Well, Dr. Man offered to help Chiraba to find the Peruvian. However, Chiraba wasn't interested in joining forces. I mean, all he cared was about his mission on destroying bioparticles. And you know, when people met up with Chiraba, well, she, I mean, he tried to reason with her about how the war is over and glad about you being gone and all that there's no reason for Shiva to fight, but Shiva wouldn't listen to reason and we continue to fight in search for the Parisian. And then, well, as more episodes went along, eventually Shiraba was defeated and destroyed. And then, and then we get closer to the final episode. And well, eventually, Gia they found the Biobisu. Oh, another thing that happened that in the early episode, well, it's where oh yeah, I forgot to mention with Miki. Well, you see, Shuichi he met up with a man called Shibata Hakase, and he knew about she was the one he was the one responsible for inventing the Kanji circuit. Now, then Go well somehow he suspected that if oh yes, Shibata was his father, and Shibata was a name he went by, so nobody knew who he really is. Anyway, it's getting closer to the final episodes. Well, Shuichi made a decision to try to reason with his own father, and also Dr. Man wanted Burinsu to be remade. And oh yes, along the way, well, one by one, the big three uh, were destroyed. Mason was first, then Vera, and Monster was last. At least I think that's how the order went. But yes, and let's see. Oh, well, the Bioman arrived at New Grad. They finally found a location and well, try to find the device that would stop that the weapon that Dr. Man made that would kill a lot of people. And well, Prince to arrive, only it turns out it was Shuichi in disguise. And did you go? Oh wait, before that happened, I forgot to mention that in a battle with Bioman and Megagrounus, well, it's revealed that one of the Megagrounus was was actually Shiro's father, and he he revealed the whole truth and told the Bioman, how they can get to New Gradu and stop Dr. Man from igniting the weapon. You see, just like Dr. Man, uh, Shiro's father also made himself a Mega Ningen, but unlike Dr. Man, he still retained his human emotions. And yeah, now back at the once after the Bioman arrived at New Gradu, well, yes, Shuichi and the guys of Burinsu, he yes tried to reason with them, and then eventually Shiro found a red button. I think it was a red button, and it stopped the weapon. And well, however, there was I think it was an explosive that was going to blow up New Gradu, and well, they let's see. Oh yes, but the Bioman along with Shuichi and I think people was there. Yeah, they got away and got out in time. and Neo Gradu has exploded, and well, the Bioman, along with Jewish people, arrived back in Japan, and then after the final battle, well, the Bioman said goodbye to people and promised to make sure that to do their part that Earth doesn't meet the same fate as Planet Bio. And that was the end of Choudenshi Bioman. Now, what I think in this series, yeah, I think it was a good series. I mean, well, how good it was, for 1984. Oh, and also an interesting thing about um, Bioman is that well, this was the series that got the attention of Haim Saban. You see, the story is that back in the 80s, Haim Saban was on a business trip to Japan, and when he was watching one of the channels in the hotel room he was staying at, well, he found an episode of Bioman, and he liked it so much that he wanted to adapt it for an American audience. And we just once he got back to I think Los Angeles it was, and well, he pitched the idea. However, all the studios he went to, well, turned it down. Now, and for what he did, well, he wanted to use footage from Bioman and replace some of the other footage, mix it with footage using English-speaking actors and actresses. There's even scenes, from the pilot or what could have been the pilot. And let's see, Koshiro, he would have, well, his counterpart was going to be Victor Lee, an expert in martial arts. For uh, Tokusuke Shingo, Shingo, he was going to be a Zack Taylor, a detective with an unusual style. For oh yes, Ryuta Nabara, he was going to be Billy Cranston and a leather hard brow with a body of steel. And Amiga or June was going to be. Oh no, I mean Katsuruka Hikaru. She was going to be Kimberly Hart, and a clumsy yet sometimes clever aerobics instructor. And for Mika or June, they or she would have been Trini Crystal, and an intellectual and struggling novelist. Now, Victor Lee, he would have well, his name will later change to Jason Lee Scott, and well, Zach, when instead of being a detective, he would have been a high school student, and with Billy being Affleck, that seems to be like a smart technology person. I mean, back then we say nerd, but Kimberly, instead of her being an aerobics instructor, she would be a gymnast. Although there was an episode of the first season of I think of Power Rangers where she did teach an aerobics class, but she mostly was a gymnast. And Trini Crystal, her name will later be changed to Trini Kwan. Now, if Saban's page was going to get picked up, then well, maybe it would have been a success in the 80s, but because of it was turned down. Well, guess we will never know. And yeah, but there is a fan edit of the pilot. It was supposed to like let's see. I think it was yes, no, not screen test. It was like audience test or something. It was like well, if you go to Choudenshi Bioman on YouTube, then you'll find the definitive pitch video, and you will see what we could have gotten if the idea was picked up immediately. Now, now as for um, the Japanese Bioman, well, whether as for whether children should watch it or not, well, that's up to the parents. Because so if you are a parent, then it's best that you watch the series yourself, and then you can decide whether or not to let your kids watch it or not. Yes. Oh, and also forgot to mention that well, there probably some things I left out from reviewing this series, but I did the best I could to remember a lot of the important stuff. So yes, I think that's all I'm gonna say for Choudenshi Bioman. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.